Well, hi there, and welcome to another episode of Hey, What's Next? Recently, while cleaning out my dad's office, I came across this little box here. It sat amongst other drab-looking boxed product he seemed to buy for no reason. Well, sounds weird, but this box stood out, so I picked it up, and then lo and behold, it was this portable CD player. So I figured I'd do this product review for my dad, which I'm sure he would have loved. The Desobry portable CD player model CD5196B. This is what's next. This is the item that I found in my dad's office. Honestly, it was the one box that had color to it. Everything else was very drab, but this one stood out, and I thought, you know, for my dad, let's do the CD player. So we got here the Desobry CD player, long endurance, charge battery, backlight, and losslessly sound. Interesting spelling there. Name on the side. The back doesn't really have much except for, you know, some dimensions over here. Earphone impedance 32 ohms. We're already not doing good on some misspelled words here. But again, alright, you know, I am not the world's best speller, so maybe this is actually a decent product. So let's take a look at this thing. We have our instruction manual, the CD player, and there's some weight to that. I'm sure it's mostly battery. We have a box of goodies. So that's the CD player. So let's look what's inside the box. Headphones. We do have a 3.5mm jack, USB-A, to USB-C to charge the device. Let's take a look at the CD player. We do have a Bluetooth. We'll try that out. AB functionality, mode, stop, play, forward, reverse. We can program, and there is a built-in EQ. This side doesn't have anything. There is a TF card slot in the back, obviously for MP3s. We'll see what formats it'll take when we look at the manual in a second. We have a hold on button. We have volume, headphone 1, headphone 2, power off and on, and then there's our charge. So let's take a look at the manual real quick. Model number of this device is CD5196B. We already should know what's in the box. Is this all in English? No. Alright, so there's two versions of this manual. Let's see here. We got our important safety instructions. Hearing protection. So again, here's all of our information on the side, along with all of the button functions. Troubleshooting. Not seeing very many specs in here. Here's our user guide. Play, other features. And that's it. Yeah, no specs. So we're going to go into this blind. Alright, so one of the first things that I wanted to bring up, with CD sales kind of on an increase right now, how does this compare to, let's say, devices from the 90s? So here we got two devices. We have the Awai. This is mine. So you can see based off of the design, it's definitely smaller, but not substantially. Again, kind of the same mechanism. So that's the inside of that one. If we pop this open, yeah, pretty much the same thing, except for instead of ball bearings, we have kind of like plastic nubs to hold the CD in place. All right, let's look at this one. This is a Philips jog-proof. Again, we compare the two. This one's a little smaller. Obviously, it's more curved in the back, almost round, kind of like some of the Sony CD players that were out at the time. This one has batteries. This one also takes batteries. You notice there was not one on here because this has a built-in battery, and it looks like it's a 3.7 volt, but Nothing on here telling us how many milliamps. So box says 18 hours. So if we turn this on, that gives you an idea of what it looks like. It says hello, loading. There isn't a CD right now. So let me go get one and we're going to put one in. Okay, in today's test, we're going to test some MP3s and WAV files using this TF card. We have my audio CD that I burned with some YouTube selection music. For our MP3 CD test, we have this audio book. And we're going to be testing it with a Bluetooth speaker. This is that Bond Bluetooth that I got at Aldi. And I'm going to listen to these headphones. We're going to take a look at those real quick, and we're just going to determine if they're decent or not. All right, so let's get started. We won't be doing any direct feeds today. This isn't cassette or record. It's a CD, so the CD quality should still be pretty decent. Let's start with this CD that I burned myself with some YouTube selection. And we're going to start here on the side. Turn it on, and we're going to turn on our speaker. There we go. We are now connected.
This is sample audio coming from your right channel.
This is sample audio coming from your left and right channel.
First impressions, that was pretty quick at syncing up with the Bluetooth speaker from the CD player. Probably one of the fastest connections that I've seen. All right, let's test out the resume feature of this CD player. Hit play. Play a few moments of the music. And we're going to stop. I'm going to turn off the CD player. We obviously will lose connection to the Bluetooth and then should regain and pick up where we left off. Let's give it a shot. There's the Bluetooth speaker. It's disconnected. Turn the CD player back on again. We're loading the disc. Reconnects through the Bluetooth. And we picked up right where we left off with the prior play. Next test, let's try the built-in speakers. If you happen to notice those ports when we were going through the CD player before. So while very tinty, the speakers are not bad at all. There is some delay in adjusting the volume, but not too bad. We also have that EQ feature. Let's test out the EQ feature. All right, now that we have the speaker running, let's look at the EQ right now. We have bass boost, pop, jazz, rock, classical, and back to just flat. Now, one of the things that I did notice is I'm starting to get a buzz out of this.
This is sample audio coming from your left and right channel.
It's matching up with the sound of the CD playing. We're getting some interference with the device to the Bluetooth speaker. That just started, so I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, so we have an MP3 player in here, but you can still hear. Well, no, it doesn't seem to be doing it.
Chip and Joanna Gaines with Mark.
You can hear the interference. So that's a bummer on this CD player that my dad bought. This hadn't been happening until just now. Well, let's see what happens if we put in a TF card. How well does that work? We got a couple WAV files, a bunch of MP3s. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. It's trying to load the CD. There's no disc. Let's go to, and again, we're getting that interference. So let's try mode. Do I have to press and hold? And no, we are getting interference. So I'm not sure what happened to this. I think we're done with our testing. This is the first time that we got a product from my dad's box of goodies. Yeah, let's take it to my final thoughts. Before we throw in the towel on this CD player, while it may not be the best set of headphones, let's see if that's a Bluetooth issue that I'm getting. Or do I hear the same interference with these headphones? Bummer. Interference in the headphones. Sorry guys, this one just isn't as good as I thought it would be. Okay, I'm not giving up on this CD player. While we are still having issues with the Bluetooth transmission and the inexpensive headphones that came with the device, I decided to try the AKGs, the K240 Studios. It sounds fine. Sounds totally fine with these high impedance headphones. It gets pretty loud. I didn't notice any static. I didn't notice any buzzing. I did try to reconnect it up through the Bluetooth, and I'm still getting the buzz that wasn't there yesterday, but it is today. And to prove to you that this does sound better with the better headphones, let's listen to the left-right channel test, because again, it's just somebody talking, or you won't hear background noise on this one.
This is sample audio coming from your left channel.
This is sample audio coming from your right channel.
This is sample audio coming from your left and right channel.
So, saving grace. If you were using this as a portable CD player with decent headphones, this isn't bad at all. So I promise this time, we're going to send it back to the studio. I'm not giving up on this thing. I'm not giving up. Well, that's a bummer. I thought I fixed the noise issue by charging up the device, but no luck. Further testing had the same results. Based on what I like about this CD player, I don't think this is a bad buy. I would just verify that there is a return policy based on where you purchase it. I think today's portable CD players are a great purchase for someone with a CD collection they want to take with them, and it's also great for someone just starting to collect CDs. So what are my positives about this? The size of the player is fine. Compared to the older players I have in my collection, you know, it stacks up well in both size and weight. Having that TF card slot is great. Whoa! For those MP3s you have stored in an old digital music library. That didn't go as planned. I did like the screen. It was easy to read and the buttons worked well. My negatives. First and foremost, quality control for sure. This device did work fine when I tested it before making the video, but I get it, electronics can fail. At least the AKG headphones worked fine, so all is not lost. Another negative, and a trend I see with portable CD players on Amazon specifically, are the use of built-in batteries. Personally, I favor the ability to swap out AA or AAA batteries, but you know, that's my opinion. So, Dad, overall, what you probably were going to use this for, you made an okay purchase. Well, that's my look at the Desobry or Bry portable CD player. I know I'm screwing up that name. If you liked the episode, please take a moment and give me a thumbs up. To have my channel appear in your feed, click the subscribe button, and right here, bell notification icon should be right in this area. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. It is greatly appreciated, so thank you, thank you, thank you. In the meantime, feel free to watch one of my other videos either here or here, and until next time, I'll see you again for another episode of Hey, What's Next?